How to use the present simple tense? What are the structures of the present simple tense? When to add the suffix s, es, or ies to the base verb in the case of present simple tense? Hi guys, my name is Tadler from A to Z English and Amharic. Today we're going to learn about how to use present simple tense. A tense is a Greek word. It shows time of an action. Tense ማለት የግሪክ ቃል ነው። ትርጉሙ የአንድን ድርጊት ጊዜ የሚያሳይ ማለት ነው። በንግግር ውስጥ ጊዜና ድርጊት ሲጣጣሙ ቴንስ ይባላል። ታዲያ ቴንስ ማለት አንድ ድርጊት የተከናወነበትን ጊዜ የሚያሳይ ከሆነ ይህ የምንለዋለን ቴንስ እንለዋለን። ድርጊቱ የአሁን ጊዜ ከሆነ ተውሳከ ግሱ የአሁን ጊዜ ይሆናል ማለት ነው። For example, she goes to school today. In this sentence, we use the base verb goes and the time adverb today. በዚህ አረፍተ ነገር ውስጥ goes የሚለው ግስ today ከሚለው ጋር ፕሮፖርሽናል ነው። ማለት the verb goes and the time adverb today are about ነው። goes የሚለው የአሁን ጊዜ ድርጊት ግስ ሲሆን today ማለት ደግሞ የአሁን ጊዜ ተውሳከ ግስ ነው ማለት ነው። But if the infinitive verb is changed into the past simple, the time adverb also can change to the past adverb of time. For example, she went to school yesterday. Went is the past simple form of goes, and also yesterday is the past simple form of the time adverb today. However, there are 12 types of tense in English. Today we'll go on about the present simple tense, which is the first type of tense. 12 ቴንሶች ውስጥ ዛሬ present simple tense የመጀመሪያውን ቴንስ እንማራለን ማለት ነው። How can we define a present simple tense? It is the first or the fundamental type of tense in English. It is used to express events that are currently happening. There are two structures of present simple tense. የpresent simple tense ታዲያ ሁለት ስትራክቸሮች አሉ። The first one is structured as plural subject plus verb plus object plus or minus time adverb. In this case, we may or may not use a time adverb to the end of the sentence. In case በዚህ አረፍተ ነገር ውስጥ ታዲያ የጊዜ ተውሳከ ግስን ልንጠቀም ወይም ላንጠቀም እንችላለን። ኦኬ፣ መቼ ነው የምንጠቀመው፣ መቼ ነው የማንጠቀመው? እሱ እናያለን። ከድርጊቱ ይልቅ ድርጊቱ የተፈጸመበትን ጊዜ ለመግለጽ ከፈለግን ታይም አድርገን እንጠቀማለን ማለት ነው። That's why if we are interested at the time of the action, we may use the time adverb. For example, they live in New York this year. In this sentence, we use the time adverb at the end. The verbs may be verb of be or verb of have and action verbs. Both verb of be and verb of have is called linking verbs or they are auxiliary verbs. እነዚህ verb of be ወይም verb of have ምንላቸው የመሆንና ያለታ ግሶች ምን ተብለው ይጠራሉ? ሊንኪንግ ቨርብስ ይባላሉ። ረዳት ግሶች ይባላሉ፣ ወይም ደግሞ አጋዥ ግሶች ይባላሉ፣ ወይም ደግሞ አጣማሪ ግሶች ይባላሉ። እነዚህ የመሆንና ያለታ ግሶች ማለት ነው። ሶስተኛ የግስ አይነት ደግሞ አክሽን ቨርብ ነው። If the subject of the sentence is plural, we use the auxiliary verb are and have. For example, they are from New York. They have New York citizenship. The next structure is singular subject plus verb plus or minus time adverb. Here the subject of the sentence is singular or any singular noun. እዚህኛው ስትራክቸር ደግሞ ባለቤቱ ያልተ ነገሩ ባለቤት ምን ማለት ነው? ነጠላ ወይም አንድ ቁጥር ሲሆን ግሱ ላይ ምን እናደርጋለን ማለት ነው? አክሽን ቨርብ ከሆነ ቅጥያ እንጨምርበታለን። If the subject of the sentence is singular or one in number, don't forget to add s, es, or ies to the base verb accordingly. For example, she lives in New York this year. In this sentence, we add s to the verb live because the subject of the sentence is third person singular. ሶስተኛ በደም ነጠላ ቁጥር ስለሆነ ግሱ ላይ s ጨምራለን። Just coming up to the rule when to add s, es or ies to the base verb. ታዲያ ግሱ ላይ መቼ ነው s, es እና ies የምንጨምረው? Don't forget, there are 3 rules when adding s, es or ies to the verb. Rule 1. The first one is add s to the verb if it ends with final e, vowel, consonant or vc, consonant, or double consonant. For example, the infinitive verb dance ends up with final a and we simply add s to the verb. Okay, rule 2, add es to the base verb if it ends up with s, es, sh, ch and x. ታዲያ የመጨረሻው ግሱ በኤስ፣ ኤስኤስ፣ ሲኤስኤች፣ ሲኤች እና በኤክስ ሌተር ካለቀ በቀላሉ እንጨምራለን ማለት ነው። ኢኤስ እንጨምርበታለን ማለት ነው። For example, the girl fixes the problem on the spot. በዚህ ሰንቴንስ ውስጥ fix it ends up with x and we simply add es to the base verb fix. The girl fixes the problem on the spot. Coming up to the last rule 3. Add ies if the base verb ends up with y and followed by a consonant letter, and change the letter y into I and simply add es to the verb. Like carry, carries. For example, she studies music daily. Studies. Okay, just coming up the very significant or crucial part of the present simple tense. It is about the use of the present simple tense. አሁን ወደ መጨረሻው ወደ ዋናው የፕሬዘንት ሲምፕል ቴንስ ጠቀሜታ እንመጣለን። መቼ ነው ፕሬዘንት ሲምፕል ቴንስ የምንጠቀመው? This is a very crucial part of the tense. የመጀመሪያው ዋናውና ትልቁ ነገር ቴንሱን መቼ የምንጠቀመው የሚለው ነው። Use of present simple tense. When you use the present simple tense to express 7 events. 7 አይነት ድርጊቶችን ለመግለጽ present simple tense እንጠቀማለን። ያ ማለት እነዚህ ብቻ ናቸው ሳይሆን አብዛኛውን ጊዜ present simple tense የምንጠቀመው 7 አይነት አክቲቪቲዎችን ለመግለጽ ነው። Here are the 7 activities that can be expressed with the present simple tense. Okay, the first usage of the present simple tense is to express a habitual action or a frequently repeated action. ምንድነው የመጀመሪያው present simple tense የምንጠቀመው መቼ ነው? To express a frequently repeated action or habitual action. የተለመደ ወይም የሚደጋገም ክንዋኔን ወይም ድርጊትን ለመግለጽ present simple tense እንጠቀማለን። የተለመደ ወይም የሚደጋገም ማለት ዘወትር ሁል ጊዜ የምንደጋግመውን አይነት ድርጊት ለመግለጽ present simple tense እንጠቀማለን። For example, she wakes up at 7 a.m. every morning. Next one, number 2. It is used to express a general truth. The truth may be scientific truth, geographic truth, natural truth, universal truth, and some other truth. ጠቅላላ እውነታዎችን ለመግለጽ present simple tense እንጠቀማለን ማለት ነው። For example, water boils at 100 degrees centigrade level. ውሃ በ100 ዲግሪ ሴንቲግሬድ ይፈራል፣ በ100 ዲግሪ ሴንቲግሬድ ይቀዘቅዛል። በፊትም አሁንም ወደፊትም። ስለዚህ ትሩዝ ነው። What kind of truth is it? It is a scientific truth. It's proved with the help of the scientific experiment and it's called a scientific truth. ሳይንሳዊ እውነታ ነው። Man is mortal. Natural truth ይባላል። The Nile flows to Egypt. የናይል ወንዝ ወደ ግብጽ ይፈሳል። This is a geographic truth. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. ፀሐይ በምስራቅ ወጣ በምዕራብ ትገባለች። ይሄ ማለት ደግሞ ማለት ነው ዩኒቨርሳል ነው። The universe believes that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. አሁን እኛ ስለ ሳይንሳዊ፣ ስለ ጂኦግራፊካዊ፣ ስለ ተፈጥሯዊ ጥናት አይደለም እያወራን ያለ ነው። እነዚህ አይነት እውነታዎችን ስንገልጽ present simple tense እንጠቀማለን ለማለት ነው። Here, rise and sets V1 or present simple tense for nar rose, nar sat or will set. ስለዚህ የምንጠቀመው V1 ነው። And in the third one, we use the present simple tense to express existence or permanent situation. For example, she lives in Canada. In this sentence, she lives in Canada. It is a permanent situation. Where does she live? In Canada. It is a permanent situation. For the time being, she's living in Canada. Canada ነው አሁን ለጊዜው ያለችው። ስለዚህ ምንድነው ይሄ existence ወይም ደግሞ permanent situation ይባላል። We're going to use the present simple tense to express instructions or directions. አንዳንድ መመሪያዎችን ለመግለጽ ደግሞ present simple tense እንጠቀማለን። For example, first take the bus to the center. መጀመሪያ ባስ ያዝ፣ ከዛ ቀጥሎ እንደዚህ ታደርጋለህ፣ ከዛ ቀጥሎ እንዲህ ታደርጋለህ። This is an instruction. And the sixth one, the present simple tense used to express camaraderies or sports camaraderies. Like football referee. For example, he passed the ball to the streak. And the last usage of the present simple tense is about instead of being present simple tense is also used to express a state of being ማለት emotion, need, want ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ እነዚህ አይነት ድርጊቶችን ለመግለጽ ምን እንጠቀማለን? present simple tense እንጠቀማለን። state of being ይባላል። for example, she loves chocolate. I feel happy today. This is an example of state of being. Okay, that was the lesson we have for today. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel in order to get the personal notification. I will challenge your ability of present simple tense with the following quiz.